Hi there everyone, your Firewall here with another vlog. So I have another Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck profile video, and to be honest, I've been sitting on this one for a little bit. It's just, sometimes these deck profile videos take quite a long time to record and then edit, so I've just been procrastinating on that, but I figured now is a good time as any, because yeah, this deck has been done for a few weeks at this point probably, but yeah, I'm really excited because this is a deck that, I mean, it holds some significance to me, and I guess I'll explain that as I show it. So here is the deck. So here is the main deck. In the past, I've called this my Cyberse deck, but I guess now it'd be more apt to call this my Firewall / Code Talker deck, because that is what the main focus of this deck is, using all of these cards to get out my Firewall and Code Talker Link monsters out. And yeah, this is what got me back into Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in 2017 whenever Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains came out, and since then I've just continuously been getting cards and making more decks, but this deck has been, it's needed an upgrade in a long time, and when Cyberse Storm Access came out, that's when I decided to go through with upgrading it. So let's start off with the monster list. I have Parallel Exceed because it's just a really, really good monster. If it's special summoned by the effect of another Parallel Exceed, or by itself, because it is a Parallel Exceed, then I can have its level to level 4, and its original attack and defense, and its other effects. If I link summon a monster, I can special summon this card to a zone that link monster points to, and if I summon this card, then I can special summon another one from the deck. So really, really handy to just bring out multiples to get out for either link summons or an Exceed summon. So I really like Parallel Exceed. Next up is Firewall Phantom. If this card is sent to the graveyard as material for a link summon of a Cyberse monster, I can add a Cynet spell or trap from the deck to the hand. Really, really handy. And then I discard a card. And having things in the graveyard is also very useful, because I have a lot of cards that work with the grave here. Then I can banish this card from the graveyard during the end phase of the turn, then shuffle a Cyberse monster from the graveyard into the deck. So nice way to be able to recycle some monsters if I really need it. Then Scryptron here. I can banish the Cyberse monster from the graveyard except Scryptron, which is very useful because some of my monsters have effects that work when they're banished. And then I can special summon this card from the hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard as material for a link summon, I can target one of my banished monsters and shuffle it into the deck. So more recycling there. Code Exporter is one of the monsters I have that can link summon using itself from the hand, which is really nice if it's for a Code Talker monster at least. If this card is in the hand, it can be used as material, and if this card is sent from the hand or field to the graveyard as material for the link summon of a Code Talker, I can target a level 4 or lower Cyberse monster from the graveyard and add it to the hand, or if it's sent from the field, I can just summon it instead, but its effects are negated. So really, really nice. Lady Debug. If this card is normal or special summon, I can add a level 3 or lower Cyberse monster from the deck to the hand, and I can only use the effect of Lady Debug once per turn. So really, really nice to be able to search for things and just further my combos. Balancer Lord. Once per turn, I can pay 1,000 life points to get an additional normal summon for a Cyberse monster. And also, if this card is banished, I can special summon a level 4 or lower monster from the hand. Both really useful effects, but the additional normal summon is more appealing. I mean, if I can manage to get the banish effect to work, then nice. Code Radiator. If a Cyberse monster would be used as link material for a Code Talker monster, I can use this card from the hand. And if it's sent from the hand or field to the graveyard, I can target a monster the opponent controls and lower its attack to 0 and negate its effect. If it's sent from the field, I can choose 2 monsters instead. Cyberse Gadget. When it's normal summon, I can target a level 2 or lower Cyberse, or level 2 or lower monster in general. Special summon it in defense position, but its effects are negated. And if this card is sent to the graveyard, I can just get a little token. So nice to further some link summon plays going on there. The extra token can come in handy as well. Firewall Defenser is one of the new cards from Cyberse Storm Access. If this card is sent to the graveyard as material for the link summon of a Cyberse monster, I can special summon a Firewall monster from the deck, except Defenser, and I cannot special summon this turn except Cyberse monsters after activating this effect. If a Firewall monster I control would be destroyed by card effect, I can banish this card from the graveyard instead, and I can only use that once per turn. So really nice. I can get out Firewall Phantom, or Firewall Guardian. So if this card is sent to the graveyard as material for the link summon of a Cyberse monster, I can special summon this card but banish it when it leaves the field. When an attack is declared involving a link monster and an opponent's link monster, I can banish this card from the graveyard, negate that attack, and if I do until the end of the turn, the original attack of the opponent's monster becomes 0. Also, it is unaffected by other card effects except its own. So, neat. Widget Kid here. If this card is normal special summon, I can special summon a Cyberse monster from the hand, so just extra summoning, which is nice. Flame Bufferlo, or Bufferlo. If this face-up card leaves the field, I can discard a Cyberse monster, and if I do, draw 2 cards. So extra draw power could come in handy. Code Generator. If this, it's one of the ones that can be sent from the hand to the graveyard for the link summon of a Excode Talker monster. This card is sent from the hand or field as graveyard for the link summon of a Excode Talker. I can send a Cyberse monster with 1200 or less from the deck to the hand. Or, if it's sent from the field, I can add that card to the hand instead. So, either way, those options are really nice. Backup Secretary, if I control another Cyberse monster, I can special summon it from the hand. You can only use that once per turn, which is why I'm only running 1. Cyberse Converter. If all monsters I control are Cyberse monsters, which they are, minimum of 1, I can special summon this card from the hand. And I can only special summon Cyberse Converter once per turn this way. When this card is normal summon, I can target one face-up monster I control, and it becomes a Cyberse monster. But that doesn't really matter. The extra special summon is what I'm looking for. Microcoder is a really, really good card, which is why I run 3 of them. If a Cyberse monster I control would be used as a link material for a Excode Talker monster, I can use it from the hand instead. If this card is sent from the hand or field to the graveyard, I can add a Cynet spell trap from the deck to the hand. Or if it's sent from the field, I can add a level 4 Cyberse monster instead, which is really nice. But being able to search for one of the spells or traps, really useful. Dotscaper is also really good. Both of its effects are once per duel. If it's sent to the graveyard, I can just special summon it. And if it's banished, I can also special summon it. And I can only use one of those effects once per turn, but the fact that it can just come back at least, or at the most twice, is really, really good. And then I have one ritual monster here, Cyberse Sage. I can ritual summon it with Cynet Ritual. During the main phase, I can it's also a tuner. I can fusion summon a fusion monster from the extra deck by banishing fusion materials mentioned on it from the field or graveyard, including a Cyberse monster. If this card is sent to the graveyard as synchro material, I can target a Cyberse monster or a ritual spell and add it to the hand. So, really nice to be able to get both a fusion and a synchro out of it, which is why I don't run Cynet Fusion anymore. I just have this, and I can easily summon this out. I have 3 copies here of Cynet Codec. If I special summon a Excode Talker monster from the extra deck, I can target a monster that matches the attribute of that monster from the deck and add it to my hand. And I have I have a Excode Talker for each attribute, which is why I run things like Flame Bufferlo or Code Radiator or Scryptron, because I can easily search those out with this. And yeah, and the fact that I can get multiple searches through this in a turn is really, really nice. So yeah. Cynet Mining is just a really good searcher. I send a card from the hand to the graveyard and add a level 4 lower Cyberse monster from the deck to the hand. Only once per turn though. Cynet Optimization. If I control a Excode Talker monster and it battles, opponent cannot activate cards or effects until the end of the damage step. Really, really nice. Just for the peace of mind here. Then during the main phase, I get an additional normal summon. So, yeah. Then I have Cynet Ritual here to bring out Cyberse Sage. And also, I can banish this card and a ritual monster in the graveyard to get 2 tokens, which can come in handy in a pinch. Monster Reborn for the free special summon from the graveyard, or just to snag something from the opponent's graveyard if I really need it. And then the traps, I run 4 of them. Cynet Circuit, I can target a Firewall Link monster I control, special summon any number of monsters from my graveyard to either player's zones, linked to that monster. Then if my life points are 2,000 or less, I can banish this card from the graveyard and return a Firewall Link monster from the graveyard to the extra deck, then special summon it. That monster, yeah. So, really handy to just bring back something, or just get a bunch of special summons to make some more Link summons. Then I have Infinite Impermanence, just because it's a really good trap card. I can target a face-up monster the opponent controls, negate its effects, and then, if this card was sent for activation until the rest of the turn, all other cards in that column are negated, and if I control no cards, I can just activate it from the hand. Really nice. Recoded Alive, I can target a Link 3 Cyberse monster that I control is in the graveyard, banish it, and then if I do, special summon a Code Talker monster from the extra deck. And if I control no monsters in the extra monster zone, I can target a banished monster, or banished Code Talker monster and special summon it. And then Storming Mirror Force, just because it's one of my favorite traps out there. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, I return all the opponent's attack position monsters to the hand, which can disrupt them. But yeah, that is the extra deck. Onwards to... or that's the main deck. Onwards to the extra deck. And here is the extra deck. So let's start things off from the top here with the new big boy here, Firewall Dragon Singularity. It is a Link 6 monster that requires 3 effect monsters. It has a quick effect. I can target cards the opponent controls or in their graveyard up to the number of different card types, Ritual, Fusion, Synchro, Xyz that I control, and in the graveyard, return them to the hand, and this card gains 500 attack for each return card permanently. If a monster this card points to is destroyed by battle or sent to the graveyard, I can target a Cyberse monster in my graveyard and special summon it. And I can only use each effect of Firewall Dragon Singularity once per turn, so being able to bring back monsters from the graveyard and just bounce back cards that the opponent has, really useful. Firewall Dragon Darkfluid. It's a Link 5 monster, requires 3 or more effect monsters. This card is Link Summon. I can place counters on this card equal to the number of different types of Cyberse monsters in the graveyard. Ritual, Fusion, Synchro, and Xyz. Gains 2500 attack, so it can get up to 13,000 attack, which is insane. And during the battle phase only. But when the opponent activates a monster effect, a quick effect, I can remove a counter from this card, negate its activation. Also, if this effect was activated between this card's attack declaration and the end of the damage step, this card can make another attack in a row. Really useful. But also, I just want to point out that sometimes, depending on the situation, I'll just replace Darkfluid here with this copy of Firewall Dragon Darkfluid Neo Tempest Terahertz. I guess it's my side deck. Maybe. I don't really play with side decks, but what this card can do requires 3 or more Cyberse monsters, negate any monster effects activated by your opponent during the battle phase, and then a quick effect, I can send a Cyberse monster from the deck or extra deck to the graveyard, and if I do, this card gains that attribute of the monster sent to the graveyard, also gains 2500 attack, so this can get even stronger than Darkfluid. It could get up to 15,500 attack. And then I can only use the effect of Darkfluid once per turn, and then this card can attack a number of times each battle phase up to the number of different attributes it has. So it can attack 6 times, or up to 6 times, with a piss ton of attack. Then I have Firewall Dragon here. Just note that this is the pre-errata version of Firewall that I have. I don't have the updated version, but I will whenever they release the new. I think it's coming out in a tin. So yeah, I know the updated version is already out, but I'll get around to it. So Firewall Dragon, just really neat. Can bounce things and special summon things. So yeah. Firewall Dragon Exceed here requires 2 level 4 monsters or more to link summon it. This Exceed summon card gains 500 attack times the total link rating of link monsters linked to this card. And then I can detach 2 materials from this card, then target a Link 4 Cyberse monster in the graveyard, special summon it to the field, so that it points to this card, but I cannot special summon monsters or attack directly for the rest of the turn. So I could either summon Firewall or this boy, Accesscode Talker. This is the only deck of mine that runs Accesscode Talker just because it fits in with the theme. I know it is a really good card that could fit in just about any other deck, but I only run it here just because, again, it fits. But the opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to this card's effect activations. If this card is Link Summon, I can target a Link monster that was used as material, and it gains attack equal to the number of to the Link rating times 1,000. So I use Singularity, it can gain 6,000 attack, which is neat. Minimum I have is a Link 2, so gain 2,000 attack, which is also not that bad. Then I can banish a Link monster from the field or graveyard, destroy a card the opponent controls. Also, for the rest of the turn, I cannot banish monsters with the same attribute, so I just banish different attributes in the graveyard, up to 6, to just get rid of 6 things that the opponent has, and the opponent can't do anything about it. Really useful. Next up, Decode Talker Heat Soul. So it's a Link 3 monster, gains 500 for each monster that it points to. Then I can pay 1,000 life points to draw a card. Then if my life points are 2,000 or less, I can apply this effect, banish this card from the field, and I'm really using it for the draw power, because the free extra draw is nice, and it's a fire monster, so I can search out Flame Bufferlo with a Cynet Codec with it, which is why I run it. So yeah, but I can banish this card, and if I do, special summon a Link 3 or lower monster from the extra deck except Heat Soul. So yeah. Excode Talker is really nice. When it's a Link summon, I can choose unused monster zones equal to the number of monsters currently in the extra monster zones. Those zones cannot be used, so just limiting what the opponent can do is really nice, but the other effect is the one that I am after. I can only use this effect of Excode Talker once per turn. Monsters this card points to gain 500 attack, also they cannot be destroyed by card effects. Actually no, I really have it for the Link arrows. It's still really nice. Then Shootingcode Talker. Oh, also I want to point out, because of the 2 diagonal arrows here, I could potentially get like a 3 monster extra link with Singularity, which is nice. Shootingcode Talker, it's a water code talker for the search. That's really why I have it, like for Cynet Codec. But it could come in handy, I guess, with the link arrows. I'm not really going to be using its effects too much, because I mean, if I could, then the extra draw power from it would be nice at the start of the battle phase. I can activate this effect. This card can make attacks on the opponent's monsters up to the number of monsters this card currently points to, +1, but this turn when it attacks your opponent's monster, this card loses 400 attack. And then, I can draw cards equal to the number of monsters this card destroys by battle. So, I'm not really going to be using that effect too much, but it could come in handy. Transcode Talker here is the Earth Code Talker I have, Excode being the wind one to search for, I think it's Code Exporter, but and then Accesscode Talker is the dark one, but I also have another dark one as well. Transcode Talker, when this card is co-linked, it and its co-linked monsters gain 500 attack. Also, the opponent cannot target any of them with card effects. Then I can target a Link 3 or lower Cyberse Link monster in the graveyard except Transcode. Special summon to the zone this card points to. So that could easily bring this out, and then this out, and then I have this thing's sideways link arrows to make use of to get other monsters out. It's just really nice being able to get like co-links out with Transcode Talker, and then further that with other link summons. And then Code Talker here is the other dark Code Talker that I have. Gains 500 attack. It's an easy summon because it's a Link 2 monster, and easy searcher for something like Microcoder. But yeah. Then the light one that I have is Code Talker Inverted. Again, just easy link summon, and the arrows could come in handy as well, but being able to search for a light monster, like say Backup Secretary, really useful. Splash, I can speak, Splash Mage. I can target a Cyberse monster in the graveyard, special summon it in defense position, so I can't special summon link monsters with this because they can't be in defense position, but any other monster I have could be useful. Negate its effects. Then I cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except Cyberse monsters. Also, got that link arrow there. So, I could do that. And then that for an extra link if I really wanted to. Cyberse Witch. This is really useful for getting out Cyberse Sage. This, if a monster is special summoned to a zone this card points to, except during the damage step, I can banish a spell card from the graveyard, then add a Cyberse Ritual monster and a Cynet Ritual from the deck to the hand. And then during the main phase, if this effect is activated, I can target a level 4 lower Cyberse monster from the graveyard and special summon it. So, really easy to get out Cyberse Sage because it's a level 1 Ritual monster. And yeah, really useful. Cyberse Desavewurm? Is that how you pronounce that thing's name? I don't know, but it requires a Cyberse Ritual Fusion Synchro Xyz or Link monster plus 1 Cyberse monster. So, yeah. And that one's really easy to get out too, just because Cyberse Sage can just get an instant fusion summon from the field or graveyard, or using materials from the field or graveyard. And during the main phase, I can special summon a Cyberse monster from the hand. Then I can make this card's level become the same as that monster. And when the opponent activates a spell card or trap effect, while I control a Link 4 higher monster, I can banish this card from the field or graveyard to negate the activation. So, really nice. And then a Cyberse integrator here, which I could potentially get out if I were to say, like, summon this and then make its level 1 by summoning like Dotscaper or Microcoder, and then using those two plus Cyberse Sage to get this out? Possibly. But if this card is synchro summon, I can special summon the Cyberse monster from the hand or graveyard in the defense position. And then if this card is synchro summoned and sent to the graveyard, I can draw a card. So nice draw power there. But yeah, a lot of combo potential within this deck, and I'm really excited. Like, I've done some test hands with it, and it's a fun deck to play with. So let's get on to that portion of the video. Okay, it's shuffling time. Also, fun fact, I have my wide-angle lens attached to the camera for this, so hopefully I have more of a view than I've had before with these other deck profile videos. But also, I'm using like a different thing to prop up my camera's tiny tripod. But yeah. So with this deck, again, like, it's been completed for a little bit, and I have just been procrastinating on getting the deck profile for this done. But the reason why I am doing it now is because I'm probably going to be updating another deck, and I want to get this deck profile done before I do that one. And it's a deck that I already have, which is, again, hence the word update. But yeah, I'm also excited to be updating that, because it coincides with the release of the most recent set by the time this vlog is being filmed. And then I have another deck that I'm also looking forward to building. But anyways, test hand time. So, as usual, I'm going to be doing 2 test hands. This is going to be the one where I go first, and again, assuming I could get off whatever combos I can. Let's see, Microcoder there is a nice start. Let's see, I can get out a Link 3 immediately. So let's see, what can I do here? Let's do Cynet Mining. So, get rid of Storming Mirror Force here. And what can I search for? I guess Balancer Lord? It's been a little bit since I've actually done test hands, so I am going to be a little bit rusty with the combos for this deck, but I got a spell in the graveyard, which is nice. And then let's summon you, Balancer Lord. And I have some options here. Let's pay the 1,000 to get the normal summon for you. And then from here, I'm gonna do a Link 2. So get you, and then it's gonna be Code Talker. So now I get to search for Cynet Spell Trap, and then from there I will get Cynet Codec. I could have done Cynet Optimization just so I get the other search, or the additional normal summon. Also, I have to be like at a weird angle whenever I film these, so forgive me for that. Let's see, let's play that, and then from here, how do I want to go about doing this? Oh, easy. I'm gonna go for the Link 2 here for Cyberse Witch. So special summon. And then Cyberse Witch, I'll put it actually in that link zone. Then the effect of Firewall Guardian activates. It's used for as material for a link summon, so I can special summon it here. It'll be banished when it leaves the field, which is fine. And then this thing's effect activates. I can banish a spell in the graveyard, the Cynet Mining that I used. And then I can get a Cynet Ritual and a Cyberse Ritual monster. So right off the bat, I can get out you and you. And then from here, I have a few other options. So, actually, yeah. What I'm gonna do now is, let's see, I could get out Code Talker inverted to get a search for a light monster. Actually, yeah, let's do that. So, Code Radiator and Firewall Guardian. Firewall Guardian gets banished because of its effect. I get out Code Talker inverted. Then from there, I can search for a light monster. So there's Backup Secretary for an additional thing. Or I could do Lady Debug. But then how would I summon it? That's the thing. Nah, let's do Backup Secretary just because that one's easy to do. So, Backup Secretary. Then from there, I could just bring out Cyberse Sage right now. Actually, no. What I'm going to do, instead of Backup Secretary, I'm going to actually get Cyberse Converter, because I can summon that as well with its effect. So yeah, let's do that. Cyberse Converter, and it'll get special summoned with its effect. Then what I'm gonna do is Cynet Ritual, get rid of this to bring you out. Then Cyberse Witch's effect. I'll special summon the Cyberse Converter again. And then Cyberse Sage's effect, what I'm gonna do is fusion summon. So let's I have to banish them, right? Yeah. So let's banish. Oh, I don't have anything in my hand right now, which would be nice, but oh well. I'll banish Balancer Lord and Code. Oh, wait a minute. Does it have to... Hold up, I'm trying to... Yeah, I can do that. So, a Link Monster can be one of the materials. So, Balancer Lord and Code Talker. So now, I can get out the Fusion one. So now that I have that, I'm going to use Cyberse Sage and Converter here for a Synchro Summon. So 1 + 2 = 3. And if this card is sent to the graveyard as Synchro material, I can target a Cyberse monster or ritual spell in my graveyard and add it to the hand, which I'm not gonna get the ritual, but I will get Microcoder just in case. So with that, I get Integrator out. Then this thing. Actually, I can special summon Microcoder. Make this thing a level 1, even though I don't really need to do that right now. But now that I have some monsters out, I could do some more Link summons here. So I can get out a Link 5 pretty easily. Because I could get out Darkfluid, and I have like the different types of monsters there to make it strong. But let's see, what can I do? Actually, hold up. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there we go, I got Singularity out. And now I can just bounce up to 4 different things, because I have a Fusion, a Synchro, a Ritual, and a Link in the thing for Singularity's effect. So... Oh, I don't have an Xyz out, but that's fine. But yeah, that's a basic turn 1 combo. I probably could have done more if I was thinking. I probably could have gotten out like Excode Talker to get out Parallel Exceed. Actually, yeah. Let's do that. Let's put put all these fellas back. So, right there. I do that. That's a link 3 right there. And then I also get the extra draw, so link 3 for Excode Talker. There. Then draw. So then I get the search here, so parallel exceed, shuffle, I guess draw from Cyberse Integrator. Ooh, Monster Reborn. So that actually works. And then I have some ideas here. So what I can do now is let's see. Doesn't I want to save Monster Reborn. So what I'm gonna do is link these two to summon out. Let's do Shootingcode Talker. Sure. So with that, effective parallel exceed activates. So since I link summon, I can special summon this and then get another one out. Make those both level 4. And then I get the search with Cynet Codec for Scryptron. So I can now banish a Cyberse monster in the graveyard. So let's do that. Special summon Scryptron out. I don't need Code Talker inverted anymore. Sorry, buddy. And then special summon you. Then I will Exceed summon. Exceed. Not really going to use its effects, but I do need the Exceed monster out. And then from there, I can actually link 4 here to get out access code. So with access code, that's a dark monster, and I didn't get a dark search with Code Talker because I summoned that before I had Cynet Codec, so I get a search for a dark one. So, possibilities here. Defensor would be nice if I could get an additional summon for it, but I can't. But I guess I will, just in case. So I have those two. Then... oh, and then since I used a blank monster shooting code, that thing gains 3,000. Then, what can I do here? You know what, let's further this annoying summoning shenanigans here. So let's do a link 3 for Transcode Talker. So now that I have Transcode Talker out, I get an Earth ooh, Dotscaper would be nice, or Code Generator. Oh yeah, let's do Code Generator. So then with Transcode, I can use its effect to get out Excode Talker. And then I guess you. So now I can get out from there Decode Talker Heat Soul, and I get a search for a fire monster. So Flame Bufferlo. And then I pay another 1,000, so I'm at 6,000 to draw. Oh wait, no, Code Generator effect. So yeah, I'll use Code Generator actually to send Dotscaper to the graveyard, and that comes back. And then I get to draw by paying the 1,000. Because, yeah, Code Generator I send from deck to grave. So, neat. Then I get to draw from Eat Soul. Cyberse Gadget, which I can't really make use of. But then from there, I have some other options I could do, I guess. It would be handy if I could somehow get any of these three out. I'm trying to see if I could do that. I don't think I can. I mean, I guess the next best thing I could do is just do this and get out Singularity. Because then I have, like, the 4 different types of monsters for 4 bounces with it. And then I could just do this. I have no idea where to go from here, but yeah, I got both Singularity and Accesscode out, which is really, really nice. But let's move on to another test hand where I go second. And maybe that draw from going second could change things up. Okay, second test hand time. And hopefully I know what I'm doing more so than I did with the first one. But yeah, Shuffle. Also, another reason why I am a little bit apprehensive with doing these deck profile videos is just because I'm filming these for like these vlogs end up becoming really long, and continuously filming like this does drain through my camera's batteries. So I constantly have to like make sure my batteries are fully charged, and even then I have to switch batteries in between the different clips sometimes. So hopefully that makes sense. So Shuffle, but I'm definitely giving myself some sort of back problem filming this, but oh well. So deck is all shuffled. And now, ooh, Cyberse Converter, Widget Kid right off the bat, Backup Secretary, Code Generator, and Firewall Defenser. Not bad, actually. Okay. So how do I want to start off? I guess what I could do is just... Oh, I'm going first, so I get the draw. Ooh, Recoded Alive. So from here... summon Widget Kid. That way I can summon Firewall Defenser. And then... from there... Code Generator and Firewall Defenser to get out a link to... let's do... just regular Excode Talker. So now, these two effects activate. So, with this, I can special summon a Firewall monster from the deck, except Defensor, and then here I can send a monster, or Cyberse monster with 1200 attack or less to the graveyard from the deck. So first off, let's do... let's do Defensor's effect. So I'm going to summon Phantom, and then send Dotscaper with Code Generator's effect. So now I can special summon Dotscaper. So, right off the bat, got some nice things out there. And then summon these two when I really need them. But let's see. Then with this... with this, I can get these two out for Cyberse Witch. So then with a Phantom here, I can search for a Cynet spell trap since it was used for a Link Summon, which means Cynet Codec. Good old useful card. So there, Cynet Codec is now out. Then special summon Backup Secretary. And then Cyberse Witch effect activates. I get the, that, and that out. Then from there, I can get out, let's do that. Get rid of that. For you. Then this thing's effect activates, so now I get, I can banish, oops, sorry, hit my little box that this thing is on. Let's do Code Talker, and Defenser, I guess. Actually, no, let's do, Phantom. Phantom has served its purpose. So from there, I can get out Desavewurm. And now, I'm gonna special summon Cyberse Converter with its own effect, not Desavewurm's effect. So do that to Synchro 2. And then Cyberse Sage lets me get a Cyberse monster, so I guess code generator again if I need it. I don't need it, but yeah. Then Cyberse Witch. I'll save Cyberse Witch's special summon effect for later. So what I'm gonna do now from here is 1, 2, 3 to get out Excode Talker. And from there, Excode Talker, I get to search with Cynet Codec for Parallel Exceed. And then I get to draw one from Integrator. Ooh. Okay, then. I'll take that. Actually, yes, this works very well, so... do this. For... Transcode Talker. So now with Transcode Talker there, I get to search for an Earth monster, which I don't really have one that's applicable to this except for another code generator. But I could maybe use it as like discard fodder. Maybe. So there. Then Parallel Exceeds effect activates, which means I get another one. Then I will rank 4 for you. Then Transcode effect, bring back Excode here. Then I guess effective Desavewurm. I will get this out. Then I will do this for link 2 in the form of Code Talker inverted. Then from there, I get to search for a light monster. So you... It's a light monster I can make use of. I guess... What's in my hand? I guess I will do... Balancer Lord. Or, hold up. And I'll do Lady Debug, just in case. Because its effect works if it's normal or special summoned. So then from here, I will do this. I will link 4 into access code. That way I can search for microcoder. Then with microcoder, I can do these three, or those two, into Heat Soul. I get to search for Flame Bufferlo. Then microcoder, being a dark monster, I can search, or not being a dark monster, but with this effect, I can just get a Cynet activation or optimization out for another normal summon. So do that. Pay the 1000 from Heat Soul to draw. Optimization. Summon Flame Bufferlo. And then... Or actually, no, not summon Flame Bufferlo. Summon Lady Debug. Oh no, it adds it from the hand, so yeah, Flame Bufferlo. So with that, I could actually just do these two into, like, let's say Firewall, I guess. And then Flame Bufferlo's effect activates. Since it left the field, I can discard a Cyberse monster and then draw 2 cards. So let's discard Code Generator. I was right, it could be used for discard fodder. Cynet Mining. What can I search for with this that could be useful? Has to be level 4. I already used my additional normal summon. Balancer Lord, just in case I am able to summon that out for another normal summon, but I don't think I can. And... what could I do here? I don't have any more Code Talker monsters, right? I have Shootingcode, which I could do. So yeah, let's actually do that. So I will do this and Code Radiator to get out Shootingcode. So I get to search for a water monster here, Scryptron. And then from there, Firewall Dragon's effect activates. It's a once per turn where I can just special summon a Cyberse monster from the hand. So I hate to get rid of access code for that, but... let's see. Special summon Balancer Lord. Scryptron effect activates. I can banish a Cyberse monster. Sure. Code Generator. So, special summon Scryptron. Pay the 1000 from this to get the additional normal summon. So, here. I could do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To get out Darkfluid. Then, I have my additional normal summon from Balancer Lord's effect. Get that out. And then, add level 3 or lower. Microcoder is the only one that works. But, I have those out. So then, from there, I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to get out Singularity. So I have all of my 3 Firewall monsters from the extra deck out there. I mean, I also summoned Exceed, and both of these can activate like their super powerful effects because I have Ritual, Synchro, Exceeds, and Fusion. So I get the 4 bounces here. I get the 4 tokens on this to boost its attack during the battle phase and to just remove a token to... It's a negate. Yeah. So, really, really cool being able to get out all 3 of the Firewall Link monsters out. But yeah, that's a test, or a turn 2 test hand. I probably could have done that better, but yeah, that's gonna be it for this vlog. Really fun to do these deck profile videos, it's just these end up becoming really long, so yeah. And my battery's almost dead, so I'm gonna have to end it off here. And if there's anything I could have done to do this better, if there's any plays I could have just done better, let me know, because I haven't practiced with this deck too much since updating it. But yeah, I'm gonna end it off here. Thank you all so much for watching, and see you all next time for another vlog. Later!